Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am going to be starting a brand new build. So last episode I finished building the Minecraft airport that's right over here. And it looks really cool from like the distance over here. If you're like on top of this building, you can see the airport from way over here. I think it looks really nice. But today, I am going to be building a haunted house. So last year, I built this corn maze last year for Halloween. And I thought for this year, I'm going to build a haunted house. Now, if you do have any suggestions for builds that you'd like to see me make sure you post them in the comments. And I will randomly pick a comment for my next build. But today I'm going to be building a haunted house. As you can see, there's some villagers here that are going through the corn maze. So hopefully I can get some of these guys to go through my haunted house once I get it built. It looks like there's also a sheep that somehow got in here as well. But it's kind of cool to see these guys roaming around the maze, trying to make their way to the end. Now, for this haunted house, I wanted to put it over here, because I want to keep it close to the village, but I'm running out of space in the village. The village is mainly here, and everything else is kind of just built around it. And we're just getting slowly further and further away from the village. So I'm thinking about building the haunted house over here, and then maybe in another video, I'll work on building like another section of the village. So I'm going to put the haunted house right over here in this area, because there should be plenty of space to build this. There's also a bunch of slime balls over here. So I guess there was a bunch of slimes that got taken out by an iron golem. Probably that guy over there. So I'll go ahead and clean this up. And I'm going to go ahead and start with getting some wood. Now, I also want to try and use some of like the ray tracing features in this as well. With the different lighting effects that you've got. So I'm going to be using some of that in this. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with grabbing some spruce wood here as one of the main blocks. I might as well just grab a bunch of different types of blocks here. So that way I've got all the different kinds. And I want to start off by building like the actual like house first. And then in the inside, I'm going to work on building a bunch of different traps and things that you have to go through. So I need to figure out where the entrance is going to be. I want to extend this path. If I get a shovel, I can actually extend this path out so that the villagers can walk to where the haunted house is. So if I just extend this out a little bit here and then go next to the road here, this will be the path that leads to the haunted house. So I'm going to go ahead and have the path go to right about here. I think it's going to be good. So I'm going to get rid of these blocks here. Just get rid of those. And this will be the entrance of the house. So I'm going to get some torches here to mark out where the house is going to go. So if this is the doorway here, I want to go probably 10 blocks on each side from the door. Okay, so I built out 10 blocks on each side from the entrance here. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and build this back. I'm just going to guess. We'll go right about here. I think should be a good distance. Actually, maybe a little bit closer. Because I want this to be more like a rectangle than a square. So I think that should be a good distance. I'm going to go and count this out to figure out how many blocks this is. Okay, so I've marked the torch over there 20 blocks away. So this will be the size of the building. I just have to put this one down there. And now I've got the size of the building marked out. So this is where the front door is going to be. But I do want to extend this bit out like an extra 3 blocks. Because I want to put a porch that leads up to the house. Now, I'm not going to build it out of oak wood. I'm going to use spruce wood for this. So I'll go ahead and get rid of this and put in these spruce wood down. And then I need to get some slabs as well. to kind of build a step. I might even use stairs. I'll see which one looks better. But this is going to be the porch area. Now I am going to put a fence around here. I might even use the nether brick fence. We'll see how this looks, because this is kind of like a darker fence. So if I just build a fence around here, break away these 2 blocks, and then I can either put slabs, which I think the slabs might look better if I put 2 slabs down like this, and then you walk up. I might even extend this out to 4 blocks wide. So you walk up here. This is going to be the front door right here. And then this whole bit here is going to get filled in with the dark oak wood is going to be the main block for the house. And I'm going to have this as a 2-story house. Each floor is going to be probably 3 or 4 blocks. So this floor right here, this is going to be the floor block. So I do need to fill this in. Now, I don't think I'm going to use dark oak wood for the floor. I think for the floor, I'm going to go with oak wood for the floor here. And then this is going to be made out of dark oak. So this is going to be, I think this is now 5 blocks high, because this is going to be the ceiling block right here. And then you've got 3 blocks of space on the actual inside of the house. So this is going to be 9 blocks high in total. I might even go up 1 more to make it 10. Because if I do 10 blocks high here, I can actually make a double, like, floor. So I can have this floor be a different color to this ceiling. So this ceiling block, I could make it out of birch wood or any other block. And that way this floor block here can be a different color than the ceiling of the floor below it. So this should be 10 blocks high. I'm going to go and count it 1 more time. Alright, so this is right now at 10 blocks high here, and then I'm going to start building the roof. And for the roof, I'm going to use, I might use oak wood for the roof. I'm going to use some sort of stairs. So I can either use a darker block, like the nether bricks. I could even use like the deep slate. These might look really good. Like these deep slate tiles might look like black shingles on a house. So I'm going to try this. See how this looks for the building here. So I'm going to go straight along here with the stairs. I do need to build this up all the way to the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in this whole area just to start out with. I'm going to fill this all in with the dark oak wood. And then I'm going to build the rest of the walls that go over there. Okay, so I've filled in all of the walls here. So this is what the building looks like with all the walls filled in. So up here, I don't really have a block that I'm going to use for the top just yet. I might even add, because this is like a haunted house, I might even add like an attic, maybe even a basement part of the house as well. But I'm going to go ahead and build these stairs up. I'm not going to do like the entire thing now. I'm just going to do a little bit of it just to kind of see what this would look like with the deep slate tiled stairs. I think it looks pretty good. So this is what the front looks like. I am going to add some windows in because right now it looks very plain. I do want to add in the door. So this is where the door is going to go. I also need to fill in the floor. So I'm going to go with the oak wood here and just fill in this entire area with oak wood. And to make this easier, I'm just going to use the fill command just to fill in this whole area with oak wood. Okay, so I've just filled in this entire area with oak blocks. So this is what it looks like now. Now, at the moment, it doesn't really look like a spooky house. So that's why I need to add in like some of like the darker lights. I'm going to have like flickering lights as well, which I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do the redstone for this in this a small building, which is why having another block in between here would be helpful, so I can have a redstone layer. So if I were to do one extra block here, I could do all the redstone here, and then up here would be like the floor block. So I might actually do that. I might extend this up one more block, make this 11 blocks high, just so I have the ability to put redstone and make some like special lighting effects happen using the redstone. So I'm gonna go and do that here. Just add an extra block on top, which doesn't really do too much to the outside. I just have to move. I guess I don't really have to move this at all. I think it works fine just the way it is now. I just have to make sure that I extend the ceiling bit. So the ceiling is going to go right here. So that way there's still 3 blocks of room in here so you can at least jump inside the building. That's what I like to do for most of the buildings. I like to have at least 3 blocks of space. You can do 4. You can have like 4 blocks of space like this, but it really doesn't help too much. It makes it a little bit taller, but as long as you have at least 3 blocks of space, you're pretty good. Now, I do want to get the door. So for this, I can use pretty much any of the doors. I want to get kind of like the scariest looking door that we've got. None of these really seem like scary doors. Maybe the spruce door or like the dark oak door is like a solid door. There's even like the new mangrove door here. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I guess that looks kind of like a scary door. I also want to add, I'm probably going to use lanterns, maybe the soul torches. Now, we do have candles now, so I could use those. I can use lanterns, torches. There's sea pickles, but I don't think those really work too well for lights. Alright, so this is what it would look like if I put lanterns in. I think no matter which light source I end up using, they'll probably go in that space right there. I could even use candles. I don't really like the candles that much. They don't really put off that much of a light. When you get more of these, when you stack them up like this, it produces more light. But I don't think you can stack them on here. Oh, you can. I didn't know you could do that. You apparently can stack them on top of these fence poles. So that is kind of helpful, but they still, even with like 4 candles put together, they still don't put off as much light as just having a torch like that. So I might use the candles, I might not. I'll see how they look later on. But now that I've got the building set up here, I do want to put in the ceiling and floor blocks. I'm going to probably do that later, but I can start building the walls in here. And I want to start with having kind of like a hallway. So as soon as you get in, it's just going to be like this long hallway. And then at the end, I'm probably going to have like a staircase that leads up to the 2nd floor. And then there's going to be rooms on each side that you can go into. So that's how I'm going to build this. I'm going to build all the walls are all going to be made out of the dark oak wood. Okay, so I've finished building the walls here. I'm experimenting with ceiling blocks. I've decided to go with some white wool here just to kind of see how this would look and see if it gives like a ceiling feel. Now I've got each room split up here. So I've got one room here. I actually put that door in the perfect spot so that's in the middle. And then I've got one room over here. And then there's another 2 rooms over here. Which for this one, I need to put the door here. So we'll have 2 doors like that. And then you can walk in each of these rooms that are all going to have like something different. And then right here at the end, I want to put a staircase. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to do the staircase because I've got those doors right next to it. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to build this. I'm going to try using some oak stairs here for the staircase. I might actually do something different since I've done oak for the floor. Maybe birchwood. I don't know if birchwood's a good idea. But if I were to build stairs going up like this, that would lead to the next floor. This is what it would be like. Now, the only thing is, the stairs are going to end, like, right here at the wall. So I kind of wanted them to go, like, onto at least a floor block to where you can continue walking. The other thing that I could do is I could have the stairs start right here and then extend this wall back so that they go up here, extend this back a few blocks, and then have the stairs turn. So if I put like 4 blocks right there and then have the stairs turn like this, and this will be the floor block, I think, because there's 1 block here for the redstone, then this is the actual floor block. So I might need to go 1 extra block up like this and then have it go back. Oh, wait, that's the wall block there. But the second floor, I could build this differently. I don't have to have this hallway on the second floor. And then if I just extend this wall out a few extra blocks so I can get the stairs to look like this. So on the second floor here, I'll probably have like some bigger rooms. So instead of having 4 little rooms, I might have like 1 big room on this side and then 1 big room on that side. And then there'll be like a staircase that leads up into the attic, which will be like the end of the haunted house. So that's kind of how this is going to work. But this is what the stairs are going to look like from down the hall. I just have to figure out which block I'm going to use. I don't really like having the birchwood. So I'm probably going to end up making these stairs out of spruce wood because I want to keep like the dark wood theme for this. And spruce wood's the other dark wood block other than like the dark oak wood. And I don't really want to use dark oak wood because I'm using that for all the walls. So I want to have a little bit of variety here. So this is what the stairs are going to look like. I am going to put probably something on the side here. So this will be the stairs that lead up, and then it goes to one side over here. I think I'll put like a dividing wall on these 2 blocks right here. I'll divide each room. So you go on this side or you go on this side, and depending on which side you go to, it'll be a different room. That's how I'm gonna build this. But that's going to be pretty much it for today's episode. Next episode, I'm going to do a little bit more work on the haunted house here. I am going to do some work off camera. I'm going to finish the roof of the house. And then I'll also get the stairs built so that they aren't like sticking out like this. I'm going to actually build it into the house. And then next episode, I'm going to start working on building some of like the interior stuff for the actual haunted house feel. But that's going to be it for today. So I'm going to go and end the episode here. So make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.